to my channel. So this is gonna be about basically my comeback to YouTube. And as we tell this story, it has to go way, way back. And I don't mean a couple of years. I'm talking more than a decade. Yes, that's right. I had a YouTube channel back when MySpace was a thing. And here's a little tiny clip from that I'm gonna show y'all. So, yeah.
Come on, Courtney, we're going shopping. Okay, let's get Courtney. Courtney. This is my sister Courtney. Let me show y'all close up on her. Let me show you what shoes she like too. The ugliest shoes in the damn store, and she think they cute. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to MySpace. That's my other sister, y'all. She kind of crazy. This is my little sister. What's up? Candace G. Candace G. It's her with a K. Candace with a K. Oh, peep the 6 rings though. Peep the 6 ring and the Christmas socks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ain't nothing like us swag out here in America. Nothing.
Don't even got nothing to say. Nothing at all.
You know.
Get the camera out my face.
Get out her face.
Come on, Courtney.
Come on.
Peep the kicks Courtney wants.
Peep the kicks that Courtney needs to buy. She needs them combat boots. Them combat boots. Let me show y'all how we shop. Y'all gonna come shop with us.
Look at our panties.
Look at him. I seen him at a basketball game before. He on the phone. Okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all while we walk. Oh, Candace done checked out the jelly flips.
So much has happened, so much growth, so much learning, life lessons, experiences. I mean, just all kind of things have happened over the course of that time that has brought us to where we are today. And that's what we're gonna go over in this video. So I hope you stay, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And here, let's get to it. So, where do we begin? If we pick up where we left off from, which was what, 2008, 2009, and now we're in 2023, so we have a lot to cover, and I'm pretty sure we don't want this video to be, you know, a decade long. So let's summarize. MySpace kind of phased out, and I was doing a lot of things that are popular today way back when I was doing MySpace. So I would, you know, just record my life and record what was going on. At the time, I was on the drill team, so I like dancing, so I was posting dancing on that channel. Back in MySpace days, you needed to verify that you are who you say you are, so I did a verification video like, hey, it's your girl Crystal. I mean, this wasn't a thing yet, but I can do it now. So those were the kind of things that I was posting on my YouTube channel. Even recorded a trip that I took to Target. Yes, your girl has been a Target lover since forever. So I even recorded that me and my sisters went on a trip to Target, and it was only 6 minutes long, you guys, but it was just me being young, being free, documenting my life, documenting my journey. And looking back with hindsight, I only wish that I kept it going, because those are memories that I could pass on to my children. They're, you know, measuring points for me as a woman. I could go back and say, wow, look how much growth I've had. Look at how much I've grown. Look at the things that I've accomplished, the things that I knew that I always would do, but I actually did do. I didn't just say I was gonna do it and not do anything. Like, I actually went out here and made this stuff happen. So we're just gonna get into all of that. So let's begin. As MySpace started phasing out, I was a senior in high school, so I graduated from Duncanville, City of Champions, class of 2009. So once MySpace kind of phased out, well, let's rewind a little bit. So my senior year, actually even further back, my sophomore year in high school, so 10th grade here in the United States, on Halloween, and today's actually the day before Halloween, so it's interesting that I'm sharing this with you guys. On Halloween in 2007, my mother was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. So basically she was told she has about like 6 months to live, and that's it. So you can imagine being a young sophomore in school and learning that your mother is essentially about to die, and she's the only person who takes care of you and loves you and pours into you day in and day out, shows up to every single thing. I mean, allowed you to have a MySpace and post on YouTube when most parents were like, stranger danger, don't get on the internet, don't talk to people. My mother just allowed me to be free. She just allowed me to be who I was and always supported me and never tried to make it seem like I was the reason that the internet was a bad place. As long as I was being who she raised me to be, it was completely fine for me to be on the internet. And so, you know, there's that. But being in the 10th grade and learning that my mother was gonna die, I mean, because essentially that's what happened. She was gonna die. It was a hard thing to kind of go through, which is probably most of the reason that I pulled back from my space and I pulled back from social media and I pulled back from the internet, because there are times in your life where you just want to be quiet. Like, you just want to understand why is this happening? Why me? Why my mother, the best person in the world? I mean, I know everybody says that, but we're talking about someone who, you know, volunteers all her time, who poured into her church. I mean, we did took care of the little 2-year-old classroom while people went down to the fellowship hall to, you know, go to church. So she did that. She was very involved with her family. She showed up for everything. There's nothing you couldn't mention that you may need or want, and this woman didn't show up with the next time that you saw her, or, you know, the very next day. So it's just like, why would this be happening to me, to my mother, to the person who is just the epitome of everything that I want to become, you know, and more? Why is this happening? So that's really why I pulled back from the internet. I pulled back from MySpace. I really just became an introvert and kind of lost my spark and my shine, because could I really be me without her? Who am I without my mother as a child? I mean, I'm still a teenager at this point. I don't know enough about the world. I don't know enough about what's gonna happen, who I'm gonna become. Who am I supposed to become? If my mother leaves and I just don't know anything, who am I supposed to become? And so that was a struggle for me. So that's why I left. So that was my 10th grade year. So my 11th grade year, she was fighting cancer. She went through chemo. She went through experimental drugs. And so my brother graduated from high school in 2008. And she saw him off to college, so that was a beautiful thing. She got to go to his football games. That was a beautiful thing. And my senior year, March 2009, my mother did pass away from stage 4 colon cancer. And it took a long time for me to accept it. When you're a teenager, you don't really understand the importance of having a mother, of having the one person who loves you unconditionally be there for you and talk to you and pour into you and offer you the words of encouragement, or on the opposite side, tell you you're completely wrong, like you're not right in this situation. It was a lot to handle. It was a lot to go through, and that was a very dark time for me, a very, very dark time for me in my life. And I look back as the woman that I am today, and I can say that I handled it very well. But in the moment, I mean, I was just going with the flow. That's really all I can say at that point, is I was just really going with the flow and trying to, you know, keep up the facade that everything is okay and I'm gonna go on with my life. And at that time, I had planned to go to a private business college in a completely other state, but losing my mother, it completely changed the trajectory of my life, and things just kind of went in a different direction for me. So I decided to stay home. I took care of my then 16-year-old sister, got her through high school, became her legal guardian, you know, went straight into the workforce, but also went to community college. Then in 2011, I had my first daughter, Miss Braylon Cynthia. I'm sure you guys will meet her soon if you don't already know her from my other social media. So she's 12 now, which is crazy to me, because I mean, to me, she's just always gonna be my little baby girl, the one who made me a mom. And she came into my life at a time where I was missing my mother so much that I couldn't find happiness in anything. The things that used to make me happy, the things that used to give me a sense of purpose and a sense of worth and a sense of, you know, give me a reason to get up in the morning. I had lost that, losing my mom, because it's like, what is life? You know, I told her I was gonna go to college, I was gonna do all these great things, I was gonna move to New York and become a fashion designer, go to fashion school, maybe get my, you know, business degree and do something in the fashion world. Like I had such big dreams when my mom was alive, but that's because she allowed me to dream big. She told me you could do anything, you could be anybody. I mean, if you follow me from MySpace, you know, she sent me to Japan in 2008 with no family, no relatives, just, it was the first time I had ever been on a plane. Yep, the first time I was ever on a plane, took a trip to Japan. So I mean, we'll get into that, but she was just an amazing woman, and I had really lost that. So having a daughter really excited me. I was very happy. Of course, I wanted a boy because I just felt like boys were stronger, and, you know, at least in the physical sense. And with the things that I knew that I had gone through as a child, I didn't want a little girl to have to go through that. So I was like, I hope I have a son. And then finding out I was having a daughter, I was just so excited. I was like, oh, we're gonna be doing pageants, we're gonna do all the cute girly stuff together, and you know, I was really happy. And so I had her in 2011, ended up graduating with my first degree in 2012, and then got pregnant with my second daughter, Miss Kaden Michelle. Again, you guys probably know her if you follow me on any other social media, but you'll get a closer look into her now that we'll be, you know, basically vlogging our lives. Had her, so now I have 2 kids under 2, and I was only 22, so yeah, it was a lot going on. A lot going on at the time, but having daughters gave me that fire back. It kind of lit within me, and I don't mean like fire to, you know, just, oh, I'm just gonna be this great mother. Like it gave me a sense of purpose again. Like it helped me find myself. In having daughters, I found myself, and that's how I was able to become the woman that you see today. Because there were times, especially like after my mother passed away, where I really questioned, like, am I gonna make it to a certain age? Am I gonna be able to do certain things? Am I gonna see my kids grow? Will I still go to college? Will I still complete these degrees that my mother and I talked about? You know, will I? And having kids, I understood. I don't need to answer all those questions right now. I don't need to think that I have to have it all figured out right this second. It's okay. I can take my time, grow, learn, make mistakes, like continue to dream, essentially, is what having children taught me. Having children taught me you can still dream. So here we are, fast forward to today. After that first degree, I got a second degree in 2016, and then in 2019, I completed my master's degree. So you're looking at a very educated girl, okay? Don't play with her, don't play with her. But those are goals that I had since a child. Like my nickname as a child was Lulu Bell Schoolgirl. It's etched in my class ring that I used to wear every single day. And I've always loved school. I've always loved learning. I've always just loved the structure that comes with learning new things and being able to, you know, master it or understand it in a different and new and complex way. Like school was just always my thing. So yes, I got 3 degrees without a mom, having 2 kids, and just doing my best to become the woman that I always talked about becoming with my mother. So wow, that didn't take me a long time to recap, actually. So yeah, we'll be touching base a lot on this channel. We'll talk about a lot of those things that I just discussed, and we'll break them down even further, and I'll give y'all story times and all of that. So, you know, leave a comment, let me know, what do you want to see on this channel? What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to discuss? Are you happy that I'm back? Back and better than ever, baby. Love you guys. Till the next time.